In this lesson, Building a Mystery Plot, we will delve into the subtleties and complexities of crafting a compelling mystery story.
Welcome to another interesting writing lesson from Writing Story, your European home for writing courses. We want you to become the best writer you can be. Get started, learn and enjoy.
A strong mystery plot is like an intriguing maze where every corner hides a new clue or a surprising turn. It's not just the revelation of the whodunit that makes a mystery fascinating, but the journey there, the careful buildup of suspense, the development of engaging characters, and the skillful interweaving of clues and red herrings. The core themes of this lesson will guide us through the key elements of a mystery plot: the crime scene, the victim, the suspects and their motives. We will explore how these elements work together to create a story that captivates, challenges, and surprises the reader. At the heart of every mystery story lies the central puzzle, a perplexing issue or unresolved case that forms the backbone of the plot. This puzzle is not just an obstacle for the characters, it's the driving force that propels the story, grips the reader, and takes them on a journey of discovery and revelation. It's the challenge that must be overcome, the secret that must be unraveled. This central puzzle can take many forms. In a traditional crime story, it might be an unsolved murder, where the who, how, and why are the key questions. In supernatural mysteries, the puzzle might be an unexplainable phenomenon, like a ghost sighting or an incomprehensible curse. In missing person cases, the story often focuses on the search for a disappeared individual, where the circumstances of their disappearance are as mysterious as their location. This puzzle is not isolated, it's embedded in a network of other elements essential to the mystery. The location, whether a gloomy manor house or the winding streets of an old city, not only provides a backdrop but often plays a crucial role in the development of the story. It can hide clues or influence the psychological mood. Victims, suspects, and their motives are the human elements of the puzzle. Each character adds to the complexity. Victims are not just targets, their past and relationships can be crucial to understanding the crime. Suspects, each with their potential motives, add layers of intrigue. Their interactions, secrets, and lies form the subtle threads that the writer must weave into a cohesive web of mystery. The motive, whether it be revenge, greed, love, or something unexpected, drives the character's actions. Exploring these motives adds depth and realism to the story. In essence, the central puzzle in a mystery is not just a riddle to be solved, it's a means to tell a story, develop characters, and create a world that immerses the reader. It's an invitation to investigate, speculate, and ultimately experience the satisfaction of unraveling the mystery. The success of a mystery story depends on how well the writer intertwines this puzzle with the broader elements of the story, creating a compelling and memorable narrative. The opening of a mystery story is like the first clue in a treasure hunt. It must be intriguing, inviting, and mysterious, enticing the reader to continue. A strong opening sets the tone for the entire story and plants the seeds of curiosity in the reader's mind. It serves as a promise of the suspense, surprises, and unexpected twists to come. Take, for example, the classic opening line of Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca, "Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again." This single sentence evokes a sense of nostalgia, longing, and impending doom. Or consider the beginning of Arthur Conan Doyle's A Study in Scarlet, where Dr. Watson and Sherlock Holmes first meet. Such openings immediately create an atmosphere of mystery and introduce characters in a way that prompts the reader to continue. For the exercise, ask your students to write an opening paragraph for their own mystery story. Encourage them to use elements like atmosphere, tone, and setting to create a captivating opening. They can experiment with different approaches: a direct introduction of the conflict, a subtler hint at a mystery, or even a seemingly mundane scenario that slowly reveals an underlying enigma. The key is to write something that grabs the reader's attention and invites them into the world of the story. An effective opening is crucial in the mystery genre, as it not only sets the tone but also introduces the first clues and questions that will lead the reader through the story. It's the first step in building a mystery that is both challenging and satisfying to unravel. Active engagement of the reader is crucial in a mystery story. It's the art of writing not just to captivate readers but also to involve them in solving the puzzle. This is achieved through carefully placed clues, creating inference gaps, and the use of misdirection, such as red herrings. To actively engage readers, the writer must balance between providing enough information to spark their interest and withholding crucial details to arouse their curiosity. The idea is to plant clues that allow the reader to think along with the story. These clues can range from subtle hints to more explicit evidence, but the aim remains the same: to encourage the reader to form hypotheses about the story's outcome. Another technique is creating inference gaps. These are moments in the story where the information is not complete, compelling the reader to fill in the missing pieces. This could be done, for instance, by writing a scene where a character discovers something significant but doesn't reveal what it is. The reader is then challenged to guess the discovery based on the context and previous clues. An exercise for the students is to come up with 3 potential red herrings for their story. A red herring is a false clue intended to lead the reader away from the true path of the mystery. These misdirections should be credible and intriguing enough to temporarily mislead the reader but ultimately irrelevant to solving the mystery. Creating these red herrings helps students understand how to add complexity and depth to their stories while creating an interactive reading experience. The pacing in a mystery story is crucial for building suspense and leading up to the climax. Effective pacing keeps the reader interested and builds increasing tension as the story progresses. Leading up to the climax, the pace is usually faster, with shorter chapters or scenes, quicker dialogues, and a succession of events that lead the reader to the final revelation. Take, for example, a scene from Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express. In this famous mystery, Christie uses pacing to heighten the urgency and intensity of discovering the murderer. As Hercule Poirot gets closer to unveiling the killer, the scenes become shorter and the interactions between characters more intense. This faster pace contributes to the sense of urgency and anticipation, keeping the reader glued to the pages until the final resolution. Through effective use of pacing, a writer can guide the reader through the story, build suspense, and create an engrossing reading experience. It's a subtle art that, if well executed, plays a crucial role in the success of a mystery story. The climax of a mystery story is the moment where all the carefully built-up tension and intrigue come to a head. It's here where all previously introduced elements, the clues, the suspects, the motives, and the misdirections, converge in a resolution that is both surprising and logical. A satisfying climax not only resolves the central riddle but also offers deeper insight or an unexpected twist that rewards the reader for their engagement with the story. A well-constructed conclusion follows the climax and provides a closure to the story. It's essential that this conclusion logically follows the events of the story and is consistent with the characters and the setting. A strong conclusion leaves the reader with a sense of satisfaction, that all puzzle pieces have fallen into place. As an exercise, ask the students to outline the climax and conclusion of their own mystery story. They should think about how to bring together all the elements of their story into a climax that is both exciting and credible, followed by a conclusion that wraps up the story in a satisfying manner. This process not only helps them in fine-tuning their plot but also in understanding the art of building up to and delivering a powerful ending to their story.
Download the writing assignments for this lesson. Take a look online. There's a good chance it can be done for free. In the description you will find the options, links and rates.
In this lesson, we've explored the crucial elements of a mystery plot, the engaging opening, the central puzzle, the active engagement of the reader, effective pacing, and a satisfying climax and conclusion. I encourage you all to use these techniques and experiment in your own writing to create intriguing and captivating stories that engage readers from beginning to end.
That's it for now. We hope to see you online and at Writing Stories' next writing class.